we have some learning objectives. Thank you all so much for sending us your information even late last night, but they went into creating the learning objectives for this. We'll cover most of the things you mentioned with these objectives. We want to establish the value of functioning ecosystems, which is all of the what we do here. Introduce you to some tools. They're the ones that we use. They're not necessarily the ones that you will use, even the partners that are close by. And then I think what's really important is that we establish some communities of practice, learning networks, whatever you want to call them. And so an example of that is the one that Kelly and I belong to, called the Living Vineyards project, which is run by the Porter Protocol. There's the lead team. The goal for this project is to establish ecosystem restoration projects on 20% of vineyard land globally by 2030. So that's an audacious goal, but we like audacious goals. Anybody in this room who's involved in the wine industry in the Mid-Atlantic understands audacious. And so anyway, and it's a group of now 42, we have 40 of them here, wineries from across the world, 14 countries, 5 continents. And when we got together, it was just so nice to establish this community. They range from Areni 1. Mark, their vineyard is 1 acre. And then, of course, you all will recognize the name brands like Jackson Family. We work with Paul Kluver, who represents a consortium of 60 wineries on the Cape in South Africa. They collectively manage 43,000 hectares, and they've rewilded 20,000 of those. So we think we have deer problems. They have problems with lions and rhinos and hippos and giraffes. So talk about establishing wildlife corridors to steer them away from the human places. So for the rest of this session, you all are going to introduce yourselves to each other in the spirit of collaboration. But I just want to throw this up because Nuno Oliveira, who you'll recognize as one of the leads from the Living Vineyards Project, was able, through his company, to track the yeast from the wildflowers outside the vineyard onto the legs of the butterflies and then find them on the fruit just before harvest. So we talk about the influence of the ecosystem on even the final product. It's really a beautiful thought.